Hey everybody, Sally here from Choate Therapy. In today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the cycle of anxiety and why avoidance really doesn't help. If you don't know me, I'm the person that helps people quickly overcome anxiety and outsmart it. And you're going to think to yourself, outsmart it, how do you do that? So if you stick around, you're going to find out how, because the chances are if you've linked into this video today, you're probably already suffering with anxiety most days. So let's have a look at this cycle of anxiety. So firstly, what is anxiety? It's a feeling that your mind conjures up when you're faced with a person, place or situation that unnerves you or makes you feel worried or stressed. Okay, so your palms may become sweaty, your throat may become tight, your mouth may become dry, your heart starts to race and your stomach becomes very jittery. You can all relate to that, yeah? And then what happens, we've got the second stage, which is called avoidance. So because you have this feeling when you have to face a certain situation or person, like I've said, you have two types of avoidance. So there's physical avoidance and emotional avoidance. So what do I mean? Physical avoidance is pretty self-explanatory. You take yourself physically away from that situation and voila, the feeling's gone, sorted. And then you have emotional avoidance. So when you start to think all these different feelings, it's going to conjure up lots of negative emotions in you. Okay, so let's give you a for instance. You could be at a party and you're feeling pretty insecure or nervous because you don't really know many people. You're not got very good, in a sense you feel like you're socially awkward. And therefore you may drink and drink and drink or even contemplate taking drugs to build your confidence just to get through the evening so you don't have to go home. So hopefully you're getting the picture here. Then thirdly, it's called short-term relief. So what does this mean? This means that you actually consciously decide not to face the fear at all. So let's look at it. Say you had to go to work and deliver a speech, or you had to speak to your boss about something that's happened, or maybe ask for a pay rise. What do? You call in sick. Again, problem sorted. And then say, let's look at someone who's younger. You may be at school, you may have to face an exam which terrifies you, or you may have to do a lesson that you completely hate. What do? You call in sick or you skip a day. And that's how it goes on day in, day out. These avoidance techniques that you're using, which are doing you no good at all. Then this causes what we call the long-term anxiety growth. You might think, what do you mean by this? So what happens, the more you use these techniques, so that's what your mind has created. It's like a habit. So your mind's created a habit to keep you safe, because your mind's number one job on the planet is to keep you safe, to avoid pain and move you towards pleasure. And that's what it does, because your mind is going to do exactly what you tell it to do, even if that's on an unconscious level by yourself. So you procrastinate, you sabotage, and you avoid. This is the things you're doing. So what you've actually done is you've taught your brain this new habit. And I'm going to show you how to break the cycle. Well, there's a couple of ways. The first way is what everybody tries. So you try to face your fears. Step out your comfort zone, step by step, just small steps. So you might think to yourself after talking to a colleague or a friend, right, get yourself in the right position for this, get yourself ready for it. And before you know it, you're having a full-blown anxiety attack because you've taught your mind this habit so much, it's all it knows. Well, using my way of breaking the cycle, I will show you and I'll explain how working with me and using my healing and therapy techniques, all right, will not only outsmart anxiety for good, it will heal your past, I'll remove it, and then I will show you all the strategies to keep it at bay. Because your mind has to understand the processes and tools that it needs to overcome it. Now, If you're struggling with anxiety, which you probably are, I will walk you through it step by step. I will pinpoint your issues. I will teach you every technique you need to lead a happy, normal life. And you might think, how can you outsmart anxiety? How can you trick it? This is what I do. I will trick your mind into telling me where and why you have anxiety. And I know it's playing a vital role in your life. So I trick your mind and I trick anxiety. I outsmart it. I will show you how to get rid of it out of your life for good. I will actually show you and let you feel and experience that it has left the building. Okay? So if you're really interested in making these changes and outsmarting your anxiety, book a strategy call with me today. And thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a great day.